Okay, hello, my name is Sreshta, and today I'm presenting ToneFlow. As I've said, I'm a rising senior coming to you from Frisco, Texas, and ToneFlow is basically an AI-powered web application designed to help people, especially with autism or social anxiety.
Maybe if we close the Google Meet chat over there.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the problem. So many people, especially with autism, struggle with various social situations, whether over the phone and in person, but especially over the phone, because many people rely on text messaging every day. Um, Text doesn't include facial expressions, body language, or vocal tone. And because of that, misunderstandings are very easy to have. And people with autism tend to have troubles with misunderstanding social cues, including tones, jokes, or sarcasm in text. And in person, they tend to struggle with knowing when to use appropriate phrases or manners, or what certain abbreviations or slang can mean when meeting new people. So that's so they can have less confidence in social interactions, and just understanding those things can be especially challenging or even embarrassing. And so why this problem? We actually wanted to build something with this problem because, of course, misunderstandings affect friendships, school, work, just day-to-day life. And because this creates such constant uncertainty, it increases anxiety, and it just can be really difficult for people. Like me, myself, I am a very shy person when I meet new people. I struggle with um, new situations, and I have to constantly prepare myself for those sorts of things. And there's no AI tools designed specifically for this problem. And it's yeah, something that not many people talk about. And actually, my team member Serenity says she has mild autism, and this is something she really said she struggled with. And I was really focused on finding a solution, just finding any solution that can solve a real problem. And this just kind of stood out to me, and I found it really interesting. And of course, one important thing to note is that this doesn't fix autism, or it's not meant to change how people talk. It just provides additional support. And that leads us to our solution, which is, of course, ToneFlow. It's exactly as it says here. It's a gentle space to understand messages and practice social conversations. So this is just kind of the breakdown. The UI is very intentional. It's simple, it's straight to the point. So first button here, we have check a message, and that's exactly how you can paste any message. The AI will analyze the tone by sending something from the front end through an API route, and then Grok, which is an AI platform designed to have access to LLMs. Um, yeah, Grok, which sends something to the LLMs, it can process that, and then it sends it back to our front end, and it can tell you the overall tone, what it means, things to take away for next time. And the second thing is to practice a conversation. So yeah, I've mentioned this. Basically, there's different scenarios that the AI can build for you. It acts as a little chat bot, so you can kind of practice what sort of things you want to say. Sometimes it can give some tips on what to do, and you can write your own scenario. It's just AI can role play and sort of um, ask you different questions and gain more exposure. And yeah, help and FAQ is just some questions, just some clarifications on things for people who are just visiting the site. So yeah, here I have a live demonstration. So yeah, over here, as you can see, there's no signups required or anything like that, file uploads, nothing, because one important thing with people with autism, we wanted to make this really accessible because they like things that are like straight to the point. So yeah, that's why anyone who's just visiting this can use it. So firstly, you can check a message. I'm gonna be really dramatic and sarcastic over here. I'll just be like, I'm so tired. I, mm, I just be like really sarcastic. I just love having so much homework. Like it's just so important. I mean, yeah. and then you can analyze the tone here. So here you can say, here we can see that it's saying that the overall tone is frustrated because I'm very frustrated that I have so much homework. And so here it says what we likely mean. Of course, feeling extremely tired, overwhelmed by so much homework. They think the homework's important, but the tone suggests that I actually don't mean it and that I might be being sarcastic. And of course, things to be aware of. I'm likely not genuinely appreciative of homework, etc. So that's just kind of how it works. And you can check another message if you want to paste whatever you want. But we're going to go back to home and show the practice of conversation. So here, as you can see, there's a lot of built-in scenarios. So if you just want a little practice, or you can write your own, that's what it looks like. But for now, we're just going to do something simple, like ordering food at a restaurant. So yeah, this is our little chat bot. So it's like, can I take your order tonight? And I'm just gonna be like, can I have a few minutes to work? And yeah, so it's just kind of, it's simple. Sometimes you can give tips and things like that. Need this water, please. And yeah, that's kind of the gist of how it works. You can check out another one. Say you want to schedule a doctor's appointment. It's like, oh yeah, in the help and FAQ, you should not put any like personal information. So yeah, I'll just be like, hello, I need treatment. And yeah, so just ask different questions, of course. I'm not going to go fully into it. And here's the help and frequently asked questions. As it says here, your data is not stored by ToneFlow, but it does say to avoid entering sensitive personal information. Um, it's also not a replacement for therapy or professional support. It's simply a practice and understanding tool, just to have more. That's just how it has that impact. Okay, so yeah, obviously the takeaways, you can paste any message you want. It'll provide its best response it can. The AI just doesn't really know the tone per se. It just gives the best interpretation based on it just gives the best interpretation based on the training that it has with all the patterns that has had during training. And the user can practice a conversation by having a whole role play with the chatbot and additional clarifications in the help and FAQ. Okay, so now we're talking about the impact and the future scope. So by integrating this into a mobile app, we can make the AI more personalized by storing things into an account, and we can have a more of a login page and things like that. Right now, that's obviously not there to make it more accessible. There's interpretation of images and emojis, which it does not do right now, and or a chatbot to address a specific problem, because we do have a scenario where you can write your own scenario, but of course, if there's just any social related problem, it can kind of help you with that. And yeah, all in all, AI allows the solution to be more accessible and useful for those who just need extra guidance. It say doesn't really like change the way you speak, but it just helps you gain again more exposure and more familiarity with the uncertainties of the real world, because I feel like everyone just needs a little more confidence with that. And yeah, that's it. Thank you. I'm open to answer questions.